righty, so welcome everybody. Let's get started by just taking a moment to breathe, check in. How do you feel today? What's going on in your body? What kind of business is going on in your mind? So in our practice of yoga, we invite ourselves to be present, right? So to pay attention to what you're doing, feel things in your body. And if anything I guide you in doesn't feel right for you, it's fine to skip it or modify things in a way that's more comfortable. Okay, so be sure that you're sitting comfortably upright. A stable chair is better than a rolling one. I will move to my other chair once we get ourselves started warming up our neck and shoulders a little bit. So just feel how your breath is flowing today. Breathing in and out through your nose if you can. And then take a deep breath in, chest lifting and expanding. And as you exhale, keep your chest lifted, bring your chin down. And very gently, as you inhale, lifting up. And exhale, head down. And go back and forth. Just go at your own pace. And as you come to center, just turn side to side, left and right. And the next time that your head returns to center, stay there. Now we're going to tilt, bringing the right ear towards the right shoulder. Try to keep your face looking forward. You're just at a slant. If you want, you can reach your right arm up and just let it drape on your head. Maybe your hand rests on your ear, just adding the weight of the arm to the stretch in the neck. And then release your arm if you're using it. Let your head float up and go the other way. Left ear towards left shoulder, arm overhead if you wish. Taking a few breaths. And then releasing your arm as your head floats up. Let's do a few gentle circles with your shoulders coming forward and up, back and down. Okay, I'm going to move to my other chair and we'll move down into our spine. So check that your feet are firmly planted and try not to lean back in your chair. Make a little space behind you. Have your ankles right under your knees, toes pointing forward. Knees are just slightly apart, as are the feet. Okay. Feel your posture. Just notice if you're slumping or leaning too far forward. We're going to just play with these movements of the spine so you can feel all the different positions that you can bring your spine to. So take a breath in, and as you exhale, draw your tail under, draw your navel back. So you're rounding the low back into cat stretch. And then sitting up tall, and from there tilting forward by hinging at the hip joint. So right at the top of your thighs where it meets the pelvis, and then come back to center. And then alternate these cat, rounding back, and cow, flat back of the cow, tilting forward, shoulders hug back. And pay attention to how your head works with your spine. Try not to just lift your chin when you tilt forward, but keep the back of your neck long. If ever you find yourself holding your breath, just check in on that and come back to your full breath in and out. Let's do one more round of cat-cow. And then come back to sit nice and tall. Good. You can hold the left side of your chair with your left hand as we sweep the right arm up and tilt a little bit to the side. Breathe. Try to keep your arm in line with your ear. So chest stays open, shoulders are back. And then coming back to center. Other side, left arm reaching up, right hand can hold the chair. And reaching across and breathing. And then come all the way back up, sit nice and tall, and let's bring the feet in close together now. Knees are hugging, feet are touching. We're going to bring the left hand across as we move into a twist. So try not to start with your head, but see if you can start with your torso. You can draw that right shoulder back and let your hand slide along the side of the chair or behind you someplace if it's comfortable. And once you've turned your torso, let your head follow, looking back over your shoulder and breathing. Keep the knees gently touching. And then unwind. And switch, right hand across, left hand is going to slide back. Start by just drawing that left shoulder back to begin to turn the torso, and then let your head follow. Knees hugging in, looking back over your left shoulder, lengthening through the spine, through the whole twist, even as you unwind and come back to center. Good. Let's take the feet wider now. You can have your hands resting on your thighs and just hinge at the hip here, tilting forward. Ankles are still under the knees with the toes slightly turned out. And then we'll add a little twist, bringing the right shoulder in towards the midline and coming up. And then left shoulder tilting in. And coming up, first side again, right shoulder tilts in and come up, and left shoulder tilting in and coming up. Good. We're going to turn our whole body towards the right leg. So you can bring both hands to that thigh. Try and turn from your waist up. Big breath in. And as you exhale, extend your chest. Think about reaching out past your knee. Breathe. And come back up to center, coming the other way to the left. Turn your torso, lift and lengthen. Spine is long, you're not rounding, don't drop your head. Keeping the head in line with the spine. And then coming back up. Ready now for our sun salutation, moving with the breath. So we'll start with the palms of the hands together, palm to palm at your heart. Take a full breath in. And as you exhale, release the hands, sweep them out and up. And then exhale, gentle bow forward. And you don't have to go any farther than you are comfortable. Right? As you inhale, let's all meet in this flat back, that cow position. And then exhale, relax your head and neck. Let them hang heavy. Inhale, arms reach out and up. And exhale, palms float down to your heart. Good. Full breath in. And repeating that. Inhaling up. Exhale to bow. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, relax head and neck. Inhale, all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. Full breath in. We'll add another piece. Inhaling to cactus. Exhale, tilt. Inhale up and tilt. Inhale up. Twist. Inhale back to center and twist the other way. Inhale, center. Hands to heart. Take a breath in here and let's exhale. Try to keep the elbows wide and bring your right elbow towards your right knee. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, left elbow towards left knee. Inhale, coming up. Now we'll twist. So keeping the elbows wide, try to bring your left elbow towards your right knee. Come on back to center and right elbow towards left knee. Inhaling up, arms stretch high. Exhale, hands to heart. Full breath in and out. Let's put those two together. Inhaling from the beginning, arms up. Exhale to bow. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, relax head and neck. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, tilt. Inhale, up and tilt. Inhale, up. Twist. Inhale, center and twist. Inhale, center, hands to heart. Big breath in. Exhale, right elbow towards right knee. Inhale, up. Left elbow towards left knee. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist, left elbow towards right knee. Inhale, up. And exhale, right elbow towards left knee. Inhaling up, arms can stretch. And exhale, hands float down to your heart. Full breath in and out. Let's do that much again. Inhaling up. Exhale to bow. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, relax head and neck. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, tilt. Inhale, up and tilt. Inhale, up. Twist. Inhale, center and twist. Inhale, center, hands to heart. Full breath in and exhale, right elbow towards right knee. Inhale, up. Left elbow towards left knee. Inhale, up. Twisting left elbow towards right knee. Inhale, up. And right elbow towards left knee. Inhale, up, arms stretch. And exhale, hands to heart. Full breath in. We'll add the last piece. Inhaling, right arm up, back of the left hand inside your left leg. Lean gently into your leg as you look up. You can slide that left hand towards your foot. Inhale, coming up, switch arms. Right arm gently leaning into right leg as you twist to look up. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Full breath in. Let's do the whole thing again from the beginning. Inhaling up. Exhale to bow. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, relax head and neck. Inhale, all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, tilt. Inhale, up and tilt. Inhale, up. Twist. Inhale, center and twist. Inhale, center, hands to heart. Full breath in. Exhale, right elbow towards right knee. Inhale up, left elbow towards left knee. Inhale up, twisting right elbow, left elbow rather, towards right knee. And up, right elbow towards left knee. Inhale, arms reaching up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, right arm up, back of the left hand down. Slide the hand down as you press gently into your leg, looking up. Inhale, rise up, switch the arms. Other side. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Full breath in. And again, from the beginning, inhaling up. Exhale to bow. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, relax head and neck. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, tilt. Inhale, up and tilt. Inhale, up. Twist. Inhale, center and twist. Inhale, center, hands to heart. Full breath in. And exhale, right elbow towards right knee. Inhale up, left elbow towards left knee. Inhale up, twist left elbow towards right knee. Inhale up, right elbow towards left knee. Inhale up, arms reach, and exhale, palms to heart. Inhale, right arm up, back of the left hand down, slide the hand down, looking up. Inhale, switch arms, leaning into the right leg as you look up. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Full breath in. Let it out. Let's try one more round today. Inhaling up. Exhale to bow. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, relax head and neck. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, tilt. Inhale up and tilt. Inhale up. Twist. Inhale, center and twist. Inhale, center, hands to heart. Full breath in. Exhale, right elbow towards right knee. Inhale up. Left elbow towards left knee. Inhale up. Left elbow towards right knee. Inhale up. Right elbow towards left knee. Inhale up. Arms reach high. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, right arm up, back of the left hand down. Slide the hand down, leaning into your leg, look up. Inhale, come back to center, switching arms. Other side. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more big breath in, arms reaching out and up. And this time, exhale, open the arms wide to the side, gently float the hands down, bringing the hands to rest on your legs. You can start to walk the feet in towards each other. And just take a moment. If you want to sit back in the chair now, you're welcome to do that. And to sit back, make sure you're not just collapsing in your upper back, but you slide all the way back so you get some support for your lower spine as well. Just notice how your breath is flowing. Give yourself a moment to let everything slow down. And then you can do this leaning back, just going to lift the right foot and circle at the ankle. And then reverse the circles. Flex the foot and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. And flex and point. And release. Other foot. Left foot circling at the ankle. Trying to keep the movement just down at the foot. Change the direction of the circles. And then flex that foot and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. And flex and point. And release. Take a moment to take a deep breath in. You can let it out with a big sigh. All right. Moving on. Let's come forward on our chair again. If you ever feel like you're collapsing, that you're just not supported up through your middle, you can hold the edges of your seat with your hands, letting your elbows open out a little bit to the side as you lightly press your fingers down. Will help create that lift up through the sides of your ribs. So we want to keep the side body long, gives us more space to do all the other spinal movements, okay? So also a slight engagement of the abdominal muscles to support that low back area. Let's flex the right foot, slide your heel back under the chair as far as you can, and then straighten the leg out. So thigh stays on the chair, the foot is flexed, you're just bending at the knee and extending. So the sole of your foot or shoe may scrape a little on the floor. or your rug, whatever's underneath you. Let's pay attention to how the leg muscles feel in these two positions, bent and straight. Hold straight for a moment. And then release. Just feel the difference in your two sides. And then we'll do the left. So flex the left foot, slide the heel back, and then stretch out. Sliding back and stretching out. You're still breathing. Always check in. Let's do one more. Bending, stretching out and holding there for a moment. And then let that foot come down. Good. Let's make some easy circles with your whole torso. Working down now into the hip joints. Change the direction of the circles. And as you come back to center, keep your left foot grounded. As we lift the right foot, instead of, you want to interlace the fingers under that leg. So instead of lifting it way up, try to let your leg be heavy. See if you can let your leg just drop, let the weight of it go into your hands. Right, so your arms and hands support the leg, and you're going to make a circling action. So you're using your hands to create a circling action at the hip joint. Breathe. You can keep the circles small. You can let them get a little bigger. Feel free to experiment in your own body. Let's go the other direction. And then draw that knee in towards your chest. If you want, you can switch the clasp of your hands to around the knee or shin. Try to lift your chest. So rather than leaning into the back of the chair, bring your chest forward, hugging your shoulders back. Flex the feet. Tone your belly. Right? So feel your abdominal muscles hugging in. Right? That helps support this pose. You can keep the left foot on the floor, or if you want to challenge yourself, try stretching that left leg out in front of you. Breathe. All right, release that side. Shake out your hands. Let's do the other leg. Interlace under the left thigh and let the leg be heavy. Use your hands to move the leg in easy circles. So this helps to lubricate the hip joint, that ball and socket joint. Keep that well oiled. And then change the direction of the circles. And draw that knee in towards your chest. You can switch the clasp of your hands. Try to lift your chest, shoulders back. Flex the feet. Engage your abdominal muscles, hugging the navel a little bit towards the spine. Breathing deeply here, staying with the right heel on the floor or stretching that right leg out straight. And breathe. And then gently release both feet on the floor, shake out your hands, and just circle your wrists. Make soft fists with your hands so you focus on the wrist. And change the direction of the circles. And pause for a moment. So a little coordination. So we do a lot of movements in yoga that are opposition. In other words, right leg extending out, left arm up, right? Or left leg and right arm. So let's do a few of those and feel what may be different, right? So again, opposition, right leg, left arm, left leg, right arm. Alternate. and then pause. And now we're going to do the same side. Okay? So we're using the right leg and the right arm together. And then left side. See any difference in how those movements feel? Good. Now, if this is difficult for you, you can hold onto your chair. We're going to lift both feet. So here you really need to engage the abdominal muscles. Both legs extending straight out. Try not to lean back. Breathe and release. Okay. Now you can repeat that action. Anyone who wants a little more challenge, you have to really use your middle for support because we're going to pick up the feet and the arms. So both arms and legs, take a big stretch and release. And one more time, big stretch and release. Good. Rock a little side to side. It's feeling those sits bones, the bones at the bottom of your pelvis, and find the place where you're balanced on both sides. Chest is lifted. Good. Let's take the right arm, bending at the elbow, and you can take your left hand, we're pointing the elbow forward to start. Keep your fingers relaxed, and then gradually lift that elbow towards the ceiling. You can use your hand to spin the upper arm in towards your ear. Try not to push your head out of the way. If it's comfortable, you can reach overhead and draw that elbow back farther. Good, and then release. Other side. Left arm, elbow is bent. You can lift it up, support it with your right hand. Spin the bicep towards your ear. Draw the elbow back as far as you can and breathe. And release. All right, I'm going to give you all a challenge today. So this is something you can play with at home using a belt or a tie of some sort. But I'm just going to show it to you. You can use your shirt, the back of your shirt. So I'm going to turn so you can see my back. Okay, actually, I'm going to even stand up. So the upper part is the same. You can stay seated, but I want you to see my back. So I'm going to lift my right arm up and do just what we did before. But I'm also going to slide the back of my left hand up my back as far as it'll go. And if the fingers touch, great. But if not, you can just take a hold of your shirt gently and try and reach the right elbow up and the left elbow down. Okay, and then circle your shoulders. Let's try that on the other hot side. Let's start with the bottom arm. Sometimes it's easier to take your right arm now and slide it back and up. I like to kind of wiggle the fingers against my back. And then left arm reaching up, elbow up, and you bring the fingers towards each other or just gently hold your shirt. Try and lift one elbow and stretch the other down. And then shake it out. Give yourself a little wiggle jiggle. Just something a little different. Okay, feel your breath. And moving on. So let's open that right leg. Now that we opened the hip, let's open it out to the side and just do that a couple of times. So wider opening just on one side. And come back to center and then the other side. And come back to center. Good. Now we're going to come into our seated warrior two pose. I like to be at the front of the chair for this. Gives you a little bit more options. So we'll open the right leg out to the side. And then you can keep your left foot facing directly forward with the knee bent. Or you can turn the left toes in slightly and walk that foot out on a slight diagonal. So it's going to the side, but it's also going forward as far as you need. Move my other chair out of the way a little bit more. Good. So either position is fine, but the sole of the left foot stays on the floor. And then if you find yourself leaning over to the right, try to come back to center. And if that's too difficult with your leg extended, then just come back and bend that knee. Okay, we want to keep the torso facing forward, lifting up through both sides of the rib cage. Let's take a breath in and stretch the arms out wide to the side. Palms are facing down, shoulders relaxed, and then gently turning just your head, gazing out towards the fingers of your right hand, breathing. Just picture yourself standing in this pose. Right? Chest is open, legs are splayed. And then relaxing your arms. Take a moment here. Then move into our side angle pose. So extending your right arm out, stretch way to the side. So still keeping your torso facing forward. Reach like someone's pulling your arm or you're sliding along the counter, and then bend that right elbow, rest your forearm on your thigh, roll the shoulders back, keeping your head in line with your tailbone. Left arm then reaching up towards the ceiling, or maybe even coming closer towards your ear to get that extended angle from hand down to foot. And then returning to center, walk the feet in towards each other. And we'll do the other side. So opening the left leg, staying near the front edge of your chair. Try to open your chest to face forward. Option for the right leg now is turn the toes in slightly and then just slide or wiggle that foot out until you can straighten the leg on a diagonal. Open wide again through the chest as you inhale, arms extending out to the sides, and then gently turning just your gaze to the left. Good, releasing the hands down for a moment. Moving into our side angle. So this time, left arm is going to stretch out. Imagine someone's just giving you a stretch, your whole upper body reaching to the left, bending the left elbow, forearm on your thigh, shoulders back, head back, and right arm reaching up. It can come closer to your ear if you wish. And breathe. Just feel the effort. Imagine here, even your feet plugging down into the floor. And then come all the way up and gently walk the feet in towards each other. Good. Okay, with that opening of the hip, let's do another hip opener here. So ankle to knee, and I'll give you options. So I'm going to ask everybody to try this first, and if this doesn't work for you, I'll give you an alternative. Okay, so we're going to try lifting that right leg, right? And you can support around the knee with your right hand. See if you can lift under that ankle with your left hand, right? And if you can, try to bring the foot up above the knee, just barely. You can rock a little bit in and out to loosen that hip joint. And then if you're able, rest the outer ankle on your left knee, right? Opening the right knee wide. Now, if that's too much, you can slide your left foot out and bring that ankle below the knee, right? So that's not as deep a stretch, but see what works for your body. If you can get over the knee, you can get more of a hip stretch. Hands can hold the edges of the seat to sit really tall, tilting a little bit forward. Right? Nice long spine. Keep that right foot flexed. That's going to help protect your knee joint. So we want to work the hip, not the knee here. And then gently release. Let's do the other side. So try first lifting the leg. See if you can support the knee with your left hand. Right hand reaching under the shin or the ankle, wherever you can get a hold of, and try to lift the foot higher, letting the knee drop a little lower. Maybe rocking gently side to side. See if you're able to get the foot above the knee. Right? If you can, the outer ankle rests on the top of the thigh near the knee. If not, slide your right foot out and rest the left foot in front of the shin. Either one, keeping the knee open as wide to the side, that left knee, and flexing the foot. Hands can help you sit really tall. And then depending on your body, if it feels okay, you could try tilting a little bit forward. It's going to work deeper into the hip. Let's go to where it's comfortable for you, where you're getting a stretch but not pain. And then gently unwind, release, coming back to sit tall. All right, let's move on to a side-facing pose. So we're going to turn all the way to the right, but stay near the front of the chair. So right arm can hold the back of the chair. My right thigh is along the front edge of the seat so that my left hip is kind of off the chair and I'm letting the knee drop towards the floor. Breathe and see if there's a stretch. Try not to strain your foot. So try to keep your foot as relaxed as possible. Toes can be tucked under or pointed back, whichever works for you. But then if you try leaning forward slightly over your right thigh, you may be able to slide the left foot farther back. From there, tuck the toes under and press the heel back. It's going to be a bigger stretch in that back leg, but we also don't want to strain the back. So imagine you're taking a breath and puffing up the back of your waist and then gradually hugging your belly in and rolling up one vertebra at a time, lifting your chest. But let's stretch the left arm out and then exhale, reach overhead. So as you inhale, open that arm wide. Exhale, reach up and overhead. One more time. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach up and overhead. And then coming to center, bow forward a little bit so you can relax the back leg and foot. Slide it in. Good. Scooting against the back of your chair now for a deeper twist. We're going to slide the right hand across the chair back. Bring the left hand around. Use your hands to try to turn your torso. And then looking back over the back of the chair. Just feel how your hands can help you turn the upper body. Keep the knees and the feet gently touching. Breathe as deeply as you can. Spine is tall. And then gently unwind. Let's go the other way. So starting in that lunge position, turning to the left. Front edge of the chair is right where your left thigh is, right knee dropping to the floor. As much as you can let go of that leg first, just let it be heavy. And then try leaning a little forward and see if that gives you room to slide the right foot farther back, maybe tuck the toes under, maybe press the heel back. Breathe. Big breath into the back of your waist and then gradually curling up one vertebra at a time, belly hugging in, chest lifting, right arm reaching out to the side and then exhaling up and overhead. Inhale, arm opens wide. Exhale, reaching up and over. One more time. Inhale, open wide. Exhale, reaching up and over. And then gently coming back to center, bow forward a little bit to relax the back leg and foot and slide that leg in. Both legs together now, sliding against the back of the chair. Left hand slides across the chair back, right hand coming around, and then turning your upper body. Breathing, shoulders hug back, chest is lifted, crown of the head lengthening towards the ceiling. Nice full breath. And then gently unwind, coming back to face forward. So what happens when we twist, when we do deep twists, we're wringing out all the organs in the middle of the body, and we're inviting a fresh flow of blood to rush in when we unwind. So very healthy for your organs. All right, so today I'd like to try a little, we've all done, probably most of you have done our lion pose, but I thought today we'd make it a laughing lion. So basically it starts with the hands and the face, fingers curl into a fist, face scrunches up like you ate something really sour on the inhale. On the exhale, fingers stretch out wide, eyes open and look up, tongue sticks out and down, and we can start with a roar, but let it go into a laugh, right? So, and we'll breathe, we'll do three laughing lions, taking a breath in between each one. So full breath in and out. First laughing lion, scrunching in as you inhale, big stretch. And relax as you breathe in and out. Second laughing lion, fingers scrunch in, scrunch up your face, big stretch. And relax and breathe. This last one, you can make it a laughing hyena if you want. So your choice. But let's start with curling in on the inhale. Big stretch out. And then let it go. Okay. Our bit of silliness for the day. All right, let's come towards the front edge of the chair. We're going to extend just the right leg out and flex the foot. So you can hold on to the edges of the seat to stay nice and lifted. We're going to turn the torso just slightly towards that leg. Let's start with a flat back. So we're hinging at the hip and just coming a little bit forward towards that leg without bowing the head or rounding the shoulders. See if you feel that in the back of the thigh. You might feel it in the back, in your low back, but breathe wherever you're feeling it. Try not to just drop down. Your belly is engaged to help keep the upper body aligned. And then coming all the way up, bring that leg in. Let's do the other side. Extending the left leg, foot flexed, heel on the floor. Turn your torso a little bit to the left. Sit really tall. You can hold the sides of the chair or just one side if it helps. And then you're going to tilt with a flat back, shoulders back, belly engaged, head in line with the spine, and breathe. And coming back up to center. Good, let's open the arms out wide. And as you exhale, interlace the fingers, turn the palms out and round the back, pressing the palms away, head bows. Inhale, stretching all the way up. And exhale, open the arms out and down. All right, we're going to make our way up to stand. So you can take the feet a little bit wider and walk them back a little bit towards the chair. If you need to hold the chair for support, you can on the sides, or you can have your hands on the tops of your thighs. So in any event, you want to tilt forward from the hips and not drop your head or shoulders. So shoulders hug back, looking out in front of you rather than at the floor. And as you rock forward on your sitting bones, you begin to put more weight into your feet. And when you feel ready, you're going to press into the floor, press into the chair or your thighs, and come up to stand. I'll adjust my screen a little bit, and you can come to stand behind your chair. So I will move my chair off to the side so that you can See what I'm doing with my legs. We're going to start with a balance pose. So we're just going to stand on the right leg, bend the left knee, pivot, right, from the hip. So don't turn your body, your hips stay forward, you're turning just at the thigh. And then see if you can gently float the left foot up. So you can keep one or both hands on your chair. Right? You can bring the sole of the foot against your ankle or shin, right, sliding up towards your calf, but don't press on the knee. If you have shoes on, you don't want to have your foot against your leg, you can just lightly rest the toes on top of the right foot, left toes on right foot. Right? But the left knee is wide, chest is lifted, your gaze is forward, and then you can explore what you want to do with the arms. Right? If you feel steady enough to release just one arm, stretch it up. You can always try the other arm after you bring the first one down, or if you want to try both arms lifting, one of the positions for the arms in this tree pose is to bring palms to your heart. And if you fall out of the pose like I just did, so what? No big deal. Right? Just let it go and laugh it off. Another good way to give ourselves a laugh at ourselves. So standing on their left foot this time, gently bending the right knee and pivoting, keeping the hips facing forward, bringing the sole of the right foot along the inner calf of the left foot, or resting the toes on the left foot. Right? Your choice, standing tall, shoulders back, chest lifted. And then again, see how shaky you feel. Right? You might want to try just lifting one or the other hand slightly off the chair. Again, if you're feeling steady, right, focusing your gaze is helpful for balance. And if you want, palms can come to your heart. Right? You can release it anytime. Right? And when you come back to 2 feet, take a moment to just circle your hips. Nice and easy. And then reverse the direction. Coming back to center, I'm going to turn to face my chair. You're facing me so you can see what I'm doing, but I'm getting the side view so you can watch my foot placement. So I'm going to take the feet a little bit wider. I'm going to bend the knees, and as I bend the knees, I'm tipping my sit bones back. So coming into a chair pose, right? Knees bend forward, hips tip back. My upper body is slightly tilted forward, right? But not too far. I'm not bringing my head farther forward than my knees. Right? You're rooting down. You'll feel this in your thighs, engaging your core. If you want, you can extend the arms out to the side, or just one if you're holding onto the chair. Breathe. And then release. Good. Let's inhale, sweeping the arms all the way out and up. And as you exhale, bending the knees, coming into that chair pose, hands resting on the top of the chair back. Good. Inhale, take a big step back with your right foot, stretching that leg behind you, just touching the toes. Exhale, tail reaching down, lifting your chest as you take a breath in here. Now, with the next exhale, you're going to rock a little forward and back and gently push back. So you're moving your hips back as you step your left foot back. Right? Arms are stretching forward, hips are reaching back. Inhale, rise up to the balls of your feet like a plank. Exhale, hips stretch back into this downward facing dog. Bending the knees now, getting ready to step forward with the right foot. Big step close to the chair. And then left foot joins. Inhale, arms reach out and up. And exhale, arms release out and down. Good. We have to do the other side now. So again, inhaling up, arms overhead. Exhale, bending the knees, tilting the hips back for chair pose. Keeping the knees bent, you're going to reach the left leg back this time. Just lightly touch the toes. And then exhale, tail down. Inhale, lifting your chest. And next, exhale, rock a little forward and back so that you can push off the right foot, step it back next to the left as you stretch your hips back, arms forward, making a little box shape here between you and the floor and the chair. Inhale, rising up to the balls of your feet, hips come a little forward, chest lifting. Exhale, hips reaching back. And then looking towards the chair, bend your knees. Big step with your left foot, right foot joins. Big breath in, arms reaching out and up. And exhale, open the arms out and down. Good job. That's a variation of our seated sun salute in a standing version using the chair. Okay, now we're going to take a wide stance. So walk your feet wide apart, and it's helpful in taking your feet wider to bend your knees, do that little tip at your hips, and then that gives you a little bit more stability to walk the feet out wider. Right? You can just kind of heel toe. Right? And we're going to start with the toes turned slightly out today. So make sure when you bend your knees, check that your knees are opening as wide as your middle toe. Okay? You can hold onto the chair for support. This is a little like a wide leg chair pose. We call it leaning goddess. So the knees bend. If you feel steady, you can have your hands resting on your thighs. Belly is engaged. Your spine is long but slightly tilted forward. And then if you want, arms can go out to the side and breathe. And then come all the way up. Then turn your left foot so it's pointing straight ahead. Turn your right leg out 90 degrees. But try to open your chest to face forward. So both legs now are going to be straight. Hug the legs isometrically towards each other. Moving into triangle pose, we're going to tilt over to the right. So your left hip kind of bumps out to the left. Your whole upper body lengthens out to the right. Stretching to the side, kind of like we did in that side angle pose. And then you can keep the right hand on the chair for support if you need it. Left arm can reach for the sky. If you feel nice and stable, right hand can come to your leg. So breathe. Try to keep your head in line with everything else, not jutting forward or dropping down. And then come all the way up. Turn the right foot to face forward. Let's turn the left leg out. Opening the chest to face forward. Hugging the legs isometrically, belly engaged. Inhale, you can inhale one or both arms out to the side. Right? This time we're going to tilt so that we're tilting to the left. Right hip pokes out a little bit. You're creasing at the top of that left thigh, lengthening way out towards the left. Long stretch from hips through your head. And then you can keep one hand on the chair as much as you need to. Try to keep your chest open. Right arm can go up, left hand can come to your leg. And always just choose to use one arm in these positions so you have the chair for balance. Breathe. And then come all the way up. Then turn the feet parallel. Gradually walk them back in towards each other. Take a big breath in, arms reaching out and up. And exhale down. Good, let's open just the right arm. Bring it across your body and just give a little hug. Reaching your left hand under that upper arm. And release. Other side, left arm coming across. Right hand just gently hugging the upper arm towards your chest. And release. Circle the shoulders a few times. And then make your way back to your chair. You're coming to sit with a little guided relaxation today. So You're welcome to sit back in the chair if you want. And just invite your whole body to feel the support of the chair. So relaxing your head and shoulders and neck. Relax your belly. Let your breath just come and go however it needs to. Bringing awareness down to your fingertips. You can have your palms down or turn the palms up, whatever feels more comfortable to just let go. The fingers might curl just slightly. If you notice that you're holding tension any place in your body, with your next exhalation, just imagine it oozing out, letting go of tension. Relaxing down into your hips. Your whole torso is released. Chest and belly. Hips and thighs. Relaxing through your knees and your calves. Think of relaxing all 10 toes, as well as both feet and ankles. And just letting your mind be quiet. If a lot of thoughts are going on, you can simply notice those and come back to focusing on your breath. And just giving your mind something to place attention on rather than all the thoughts that we tend to run through our minds. Take another minute or so to just breathe and feel. Nothing that you need to do, no place to go. Nothing to achieve, just be. And if you feel yourself getting restless, you can just start to take some deeper breaths. And we can all do that now, taking a few deeper breaths, maybe beginning to move in any way that feels comfortable, small movements, hands, wrists, shoulders, even the legs or feet, whatever feels good to you. So coming to sit more upright in your chair, feet on the floor. Let's end our practice by chanting the sound of Om together. So palms to your heart, take a full breath in. Om. Namaste. Thank you all for joining me. If you would like to unmute, you